Hey, what's going on out there? I would like to welcome every single one of you to Water Your Soil. So before I get into this video, I would like to say one thing. If you're new around here, I have two rules over at this channel. The first rule is for you to always use your own discretion when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. The second rule, that's for you to verify everything you learn, whether it's here on this channel, another channel, or anywhere. So we're going to get right into the video. This video in particular is going to be about a news article that has me not only shocked, but a little bit confused. And I'm going to explain why. So you want to stick around and watch the video in full, because a lot of times people come by and they leave comments before watching the video in full. And I know that they didn't watch it in full and they only watched the beginning when they leave their comments. So before you draw up a conclusion, make sure that you do watch the video in full. That way you could come across with the right information. So we're going to get right into the article. Like I stated, be sure to watch the full video, because I'm not only going to just read the article, I'm also going to give my perspective and my opinion on what's going on. But I also want you all to start up dialogue and leave your comments and feedback below in regard to the article. All right, so let's get right into it. The article is by Investopedia, and the article was published on October 10th, 2024, so recently. And it states, why credit scores aren't falling even as more borrowers miss loan payments. Now, off the bat, that has me shocked, because people are missing loan payments, but credit scores aren't falling. Now, like I stated, you want to stick around because they're going to reveal why credit scores aren't falling. And those of you who have been around this channel for a while, you probably have a clue of why. And those of you who have been around this channel for a while, you know the reasons why credit scores do fall, but this reasoning might shock you. So let's continue to go through with the article. Key takeaways. In July 2024, the average FICO credit score remained steady at 717. FICO scores have not fallen despite growing consumer debt, rising delinquencies, and fewer new credit accounts. Factors like missed payments and high credit utilization ratios can negatively influence people's FICO scores. Now, around here on this Water Your Soil channel, you all are familiar with the key takeaways that they have listed, especially the ones regarding credit card utilization, things like that. So we're going to get further into it. I just wanted to point that out from the key takeaways because a lot of you are already familiar with the key takeaways. So let's get further into it. It says, despite evidence that more people are missing debt payments as they contend with high interest rates and price pressures, the average credit score isn't changing much. FICO measures the average credit score twice a year to assess Americans' financial health. So as you can see, FICO, they assess twice a year. So when you hear these averages come out, it's done on a twice a year basis. And I think some of you may recall me doing an update on the average FICO score around springtime. Well, this is the new update, and we're at 717 right now. So like they stated, twice a year. So let's get further into it. In the most recent reading released this week, the average credit score was 717, the same as the last reading and 1 point lower than the same time last year. The stability of average credit scores is important as people turn more to credit cards to keep up with inflation on everything from groceries to rent. High borrowing costs have exacerbated household budget issues, leaving some struggling to manage their debt. So they're basically stating that people have been using their credit cards more and reaching for their credit cards more because of the high inflation. Even though the Fed has begun lowering rates, people still have been spending because the rates are not as low as they need to be for people to feel comfortable enough to not overuse their credit cards. So people have been reaching for their credit cards and using their credit cards. And as a result, people haven't been able to pay off the amount that they spend in full. And it's been impacting people, especially financially. So we're going to get further into it, and this is what I want you all to pay attention to, because this is going to be the part where they reveal why credit scores aren't falling and they're remaining the same. So you want to pay attention to this part. Let's go. It says credit card delinquencies surpass pre-pandemic levels. Ken Arcali, Senior Director, Scores and Predictive Analytics at FICO, notes that while borrowers are missing more payments on mortgages and auto loans, delinquencies still remain below pre-pandemic levels, helping to keep the average credit score steady. So that's what it is. The delinquencies. The delinquencies are still below pre-pandemic levels. And that's kind of understandable. I think people have been building up a habit of paying on time, and that's a good thing because that shows that pre-pandemic people were just carrying over balances and they were being wild with money pre-pandemic. And then the pandemic happened, and I think a lot of people sought out financial education as to how to manage these credit cards. They more than likely start paying more attention to their budgeting and just learning about credit card utilization and ways to reduce their credit card debt. They probably found channels like Dave Ramsey's. They probably found a lot of information during that time because a lot of people had time to be at home and, to reflect and to look over their financial situation and to find and seek out information, which is probably how some of you found my channel. And as a result, delinquencies are still below pre-pandemic level. So that's a good thing. So that's what's keeping credit scores steady. The fact that delinquencies are still below pre-pandemic levels. And I like to give a round of applause to everyone who's watching and who has maintained their credit cards and managed them the correct way, because you're included with this if you have been keeping down your delinquencies. And I think people as a whole in this country, they are getting better with money. However, with inflation being as high as it was and with the requirement to spend as much as it has been, people have been reaching for their credit cards more. Now, am I saying that everyone is practicing good habits and everyone is better with credit cards and money? No, definitely not. I'm definitely not saying that because I talk about that often on this channel. I talk about how people go and they purchase things that are not really necessities, but they may purchase it during leisure time, or they purchase it just because they want it. Or it could be something such as keeping up with the Joneses. But either way, they go out and they still purchase things that they may not necessarily need. And people are going to do that. That's an adult thing. When you're an adult, you're going to do what you want to do. So it's understandable. But we still have to be smart with these credit cards and the way we manage them, because as I stated, and as this article states, it can have a negative impact on your FICO credit score. So we're going to get further into the article. It says, on the other hand, missed credit card payments could be a cause for alarm, Arkley said. It says, quote unquote, missed payments on bank cards have grown to the point they are now higher than pre-pandemic levels, Arkley said. Missed payments can weigh on people, especially those who are already financially distressed, and lead to higher credit card utilization and subsequent defaults on credit card payments. It further reads, as of April 2024, more than 18% of borrowers had 30-day or more late payments on at least one of their credit card accounts in the past year, which is up 5% from last year. The average credit card utilization rate, the proportion of credit someone uses to the amount they're extended, grew to 35%, up 3% from April 2023. It says, while the Federal Reserve recently cut their influential interest rate, borrowing costs still remain historically high, deterring some from taking out new loans and borrowing. As of April 2024, a smaller portion of people, 44%, opened new credit accounts in the past year compared to last year, 45.5%. They stated some interesting facts. They basically stated that people are still misusing their credit cards and they're still doing heavy spending. And as a result, more people are having problems with credit card utilization. And as a lot of you may know, credit card utilization impacts a credit score negatively if your utilization is too high. Now, if you don't know about utilization as far as credit cards are concerned, I have videos on this channel. I have a playlist called Credit Card Help for Beginners on the homepage of this Water Your Soil YouTube channel. You can check out that playlist. There's a lot of information on that playlist to help you understand credit cards better and know how to manage them better. But I just wanted to break this news article to you all. It's showing that, hey, people aren't as delinquent as they were before. However, we still have a growing problem of people still doing heavy spending on their cars. And I don't see the heavy spending stopping until prices come down on goods and services. Who knows if those prices will come down? We have an election coming up, so we don't know what's going to go on with 2025 and further on. But one thing that I do know is people need to practice better credit card habits and manage their credit cards better, because you see the numbers. While delinquencies may not be as low as pre-pandemic level, credit card spending is up, and that means people are carrying over in that credit card debt and getting hit with high interest rates. And that's never a good thing, because you're going to have to deal with that in the future one way or the other. A lot of people, they talk about, well, I'll just file bankruptcy or I'll just dispute it. But who's to say that's going to work for you? So that's always my response to people who always look at those two things as an option for it. The best way to attack it is to be proactive. And that's what I like to talk about here on this Water Your Soil channel. Sometimes people, they get upset with me telling the news and educating people. But I often ask myself, are you doing this for you, or are you doing it to help people? And I'm doing it to help people. So that's why I put this information out and share this information. That's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing information. This news is already out there, but I'm bringing it to your phone, your TV, your computer, however else you watch this channel. But the link to this article will be in the description box. I read the whole article, but if you want to read it for yourself, you can. This is Water Your Soil. If you're new here and you're feeling the vibe around here, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Just click on the bell and select all. That way you won't miss a future video, and you'll receive every notification in regards to the channel, whether that's a post, a video, a live stream. No matter what it is, you'll receive it by YouTube when you click on the bell and select all once you subscribe. Also, this goes to every single one of you. Be sure to hit the like button. That's your way of supporting this video. It lets the algorithm know you support this channel, and it gets this video circulating, because we need to get the news circulating. People need to be informed. If you're a subscriber, you should already be doing that. And to my subscribers, be sure to hit the like button. I'm not sure why you all have been shorting me on the likes. Is it because you don't like the content? And if you're no longer a fan of the content, it makes no sense to still be subscribed to this channel. I appreciate every single one of you for watching. This is Water Your Soil, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? In the description box below, I always tell people, check out the description box below for extra resources from Water Your Soil. Part of the description box also showcases my book that I have. I have a book. It's been out for a while now. It's been out for years. It's titled Strategies to Master Credit. The book is available. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble. Most online bookstores have the book. And the book is basically about how FICO credit scoring works. Once you understand how FICO credit scoring works, you're pretty much on your way to helping yourself build, develop, and maintain a good credit score. So check the book out whenever you get a chance.